Betty Wright, No Pain, No Gain. And I learned it, and I was the only youth singing, and I actually won. And everybody came back home and told my mother, your daughter was singing No Pain, No Gain, and she sang it like a woman.
And you was only 12 years old at that time.
I was only 12 years old.
Right.
I'm sorry?
No, go ahead. Continue.
And so basically after that, I just really had singing was the outlet. I was getting abused, physically molested, just to be honest with you. And singing became my outlet. And I've been singing ever since, but I've transferred to gospel music because my music is healing and deliverance. I believe in just spreading the love of God, the peace of God, the healing of God, the deliverance of God. And I am a preacher. I'm Prophetess Deanna Dixon, and I am prophetic, but my motto is loving people back to life. So what does that mean? I don't always have to preach to reach. I may just tell you I love you. I may just give you a hug. And so ministry is not just speaking all the time, but just making sure that you love on your brother and sister. We all going through something. We all got something. Come on, somebody. Hallelujah. So I want to encourage people through my music, through my life, through my words, and through my actions.
Wow. I mean, see, now you touched on something very quickly, and it's a very, very touchy topic in the country right now because just recently there was a very horrific story in the news. Abuse is being, I guess, a very, very, very prevalent headline recently, from sexual abuse to physical abuse on children. And a lot of us right now are still feeling that news like brand new. So where I'm going with this is to ask you, how did you deal with that situation as related to being molested? And, you know, I mean, we're not even deep into your story yet, but tell us from there, how did you heal from these situations, or how did you get help in these situations?
Well, okay, I'm 53. All right, 53 years young, everybody, but here's what happened. I would say at that time, in the 80s and 90s, we were told, push it under the rug. What that means is we're not going to talk about it. Yeah. So counseling wasn't prevalent. Social media wasn't present to deal with it. So I just kind of like hid it and just, I'm going to be strong. I'm going to do this myself. It wasn't until I was 30-something and I was actually working a conference in California, in Los Angeles, California. And what happened is one of the ministers, she looked at me, she said, when are you gonna let it break? And I walked away from her because I'm working the conference too. And I'm like, girl, what's wrong with you? I'm working the conference here. But the power of God was so heavy on that woman, she wouldn't leave me alone. She kept following me. And I said, why are you following me? What's wrong with you? And so finally, she confronted me with the power of God. She said, tell God and let it go. And I screamed. I said, I'm mad at God because I don't understand why that happened to me. That changed me. I don't trust men. I don't trust anybody. And that's what she said, let it all out. So what am I saying? In order to heal, you must reveal. You have to let it out with somebody that you trust. It can't just be anybody, because some people will capitalize off your abuse. So you have to understand, okay, God will send somebody when you're ready, and that person will coach you. So then after that, I actually went into Christian therapy, and I talked it out for 6 months, because the abuse makes you feel like you've done something wrong. So it's a mental thing. It's a physical thing. It's a sexual thing. And so you have to peel that onion back, and then you have to ask God to heal you. Because what's happening, you have a lot of broken people trying to teach, reach, and preach, and they're broken. You have to heal before you can really minister to another person. Wow. So it took me about 2 years of healing, and then I wrote books, and then I started asking God, help me heal others that have been abused mentally, physically. And sometimes abuse is not physical but mental. What you say, or you're a bad person, or you did this, or you did that. Even in adults, we have to watch what we say. Proverbs 18:21 says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those that love it should eat the fruit thereof. We have to love each other back to life. You don't speak what you see. I speak what I know that you can be.
Wow, Miss Dixon, you definitely hitting home right now. You're touching like some very serious topics, and what amazes me is that I feel we have a lot of people who been through that same situation where it's just sweep it under the rug, just don't let it go, deal with it, and it's